So the ratio of blue beads to red beads is 3 to 4. So we're looking at a ratio of blue to red is 3 to 4. We can write it as a fraction, right? Okay, then what else do they tell us? Red to green. I want you to write that as a fraction. Red to green is what? 5 to 1. We can write this as a fraction as well. Okay, now they tell us there are 20 red beads. 20 red beads. We have to figure out how many blue beads are there and how many green beads are there. We know the ratios of the beads. We only know that there's 20 red beads. Okay, so we're going to use, let me erase this actually. Red, green is 5 to 1. I'm going to write it over here. We know that there are 20 red beads. We have to figure out the blue beads, and then we have to figure out the green beads. So where would I write 20 red beads? Where would I write 20? Numerator or denominator? Where would I write the number 20? Denominator, the bottom. Because that's where we wrote red. So it's a ratio of 3 to 4. So for every three blue beads, there's 4 red beads. So for every, we need to know how many blue beads there are. If there's 20 red beads, we're setting up an equivalent ratio. This is called a proportion. There's 2 ways we can do this. We can figure out, how do we get from here to here?
15.
4 times what gives you 20?
5.
Same thing. Multiply it by 5. 3 times 5 equals?
15.
What does this answer tell us? How many blue beads?
15 over 20.
15 blue beads. No, not 15 over 20. It's a ratio of 3 to 4 equals 15 to 20. Does everyone agree? 3 times 5 is 15? And 4 times 5 is 20. They're equal. I can put that equal sign in the middle because we multiplied them each by the same number. Okay, so now you tell me how many green beads are there. There are 20 red beads. 5 times what is 20? So what do we do here to the denominator? So how many green beads are there? So there are 15 blue beads and 4 green beads. What's the correct answer? A, B, C, or D? C. Okay, so this question says the price of a 1 liter bottle of water is $2.40. So you pay $2.40 and you get a liter of water. But then there's a 750 milliliter bottle of the same water for $1.70. Which statement is the most accurate? Okay, so let's write down what we know about these 2 bottles. Can we compare the bottles if they have different units? This one's looking at liters, and this one's in milliliters. So they're different units, so let's make them the same unit. 1 liter equals how many milliliters? Anyone remember? 1,000. Write that down. So water bottle A, we'll call it, and water bottle B. Okay, it costs $2.40 for the first water bottle, and you get 1,000 milliliters of water. For the second one, you pay $1.70, and you get 750 milliliters of water. We need to figure out the unit price. How much does it cost for 1 milliliter? If I put them both per milliliter, if we calculate the price for 1 milliliter, we can compare the costs. How do you find unit price? Take the total cost, divide it by the number, okay? So $2.40 divided by 1,000. 0.0024. You're paying 0.0024 cents per milliliter. What do you pay for the second bottle? $1.70 divided by 750. 0.002, it's 226, so we're gonna round it to 0.0023. Either way, whichever way you write it, which one is actually cheaper in the long run? Water bottle A or water bottle B? B. Okay, so let's look at the question then. Which statement is true, is the most accurate? Do the bottles have the same unit cost or unit price? Yes or no? Do they have the same price? No. Is the 1 liter bottle the better buy? Is water bottle A the better buy? No. Is the 750 milliliter bottle the better buy? Yes or no? Okay, let's just make sure that D is also not right, because then we have to make sure you go through every single one. Don't just assume you got the right answer yet. Is the unit cost, so is the unit price for this water bottle $2.25 per milliliter? Is that true? No. So what's the answer? C. The 750 milliliter bottle is the better buy. We have a 90 milliliter tube of toothpaste, so toothpaste A, I'm calling it, is $2.59, but you get 90 milliliters. So let's write down that information. I'm gonna write it as a fraction this time. $2.59 for 90 milliliters. Then the other toothpaste, I called it toothpaste B, is $3.89. I'm gonna write the cost on top as a numerator. And then you get 170 milliliters. So once again, we need to figure out the unit cost, because we're trying to compare the difference in the cost per milliliter. So we need to know what is the cost per milliliter for both of them. I want you guys to do that now.
Oh, we have to round?
Yes, 0.029 approximately. And what about for the second one? You see? 0.02, we're gonna round it to 3, okay? So the question says, what is the difference in the cost? Well, one of them is 0.029 cents per milliliter. The other one is 0.023 cents per milliliter. What's the difference between 23 and 29? 29 minus 23. Okay, but we're actually doing 0.029 take away 0.023. 9 take away 3. 9 take away 3. 6. 2 take away 2. 0. What's the correct answer? A or B? Good, not B. B, it's not a difference of 6 cents. It's a difference of 0.006 cents. So the question says, papers sold in packages of different sizes. If we don't have the same size, we can't compare the cost. We want to know which package has the lowest cost per sheet. So for one sheet, the first one is $1 for 150 sheets. How would I find the cost for one? Take the total and divide. So $1, oops, divided by 150. What do we get? You guys do it for each one. Round it to 4 decimal places. What'd you get for B? Yep. 0.006. Good. If there's no number after the 6, what number can I put there to compare it? You can put a 0. So I can already tell that B is smaller than A, right? One is 0.0067 and the other one is 0.0060. Okay, you can put a 0 at the end of it. What's C? 0.005. You could put a 0 just so they're all 4 decimal places. And then the last one, 5.5. 0.0055. So we can even just look at these numbers. We have 67, 60, 50, 55. Which one's the cheapest? C. Good. Excellent. C.